What it do, y'all? It's your guy Bendu, and I'm coming at you with another video today. And today we're going to be talking about some lethal weapons. So let's go ahead and get into this. So I came across this article on the Hollywood Reporter, and they have some very interesting news. Mel Gibson to direct Lethal Weapon 5. So Lethal Weapon is one of those films, man. It's one of those classic films, bro. Like, I grew up on Lethal Weapon. You feel me? I'm too old for this ish. You know, Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. And I would say my favorite one is probably the first one still. I like the second one, but the first one, you can't beat that, man. You can't beat that, honestly. And basically Lethal Weapon invented the buddy cop film. It made the buddy cop film what it is today. Like, if Lethal Weapon never existed, you would never, we wouldn't have Bad Boys, you feel me? So the fact that, Mel Gibson is returning to direct is dope, but let's go ahead and read through this article though. So the movie comes after the project was put in limbo when director Richard Donner, rest in peace, who'd helmed all the Weapon movies since their inception in 1987, died in July. I also like the one with Jet Li too. I like that one. Mel Gibson is stepping behind the camera once again, this time to direct the latest and likely final installment of the Warner Brothers action franchise Lethal Weapon. Didn't they do like a TV show too? That was kind of trash. Yeah. The project was put in limbo when director Richard Donner, who'd helmed all the Weapon movies since their inception in 1987, died in July. Donner at 91 was working on mounting the fifth installment, which has been in development on and off for years. With screenwriters coming and going, Richard Wenk, who wrote the Denzel Washington starring Equalizer thrillers, wrote the latest draft. Ooh, that should be good. I'm not the biggest fan of the Equalizer films, but the first one was solid. So if it's anything like the first one, it should be good. Dan Lynn Rideback is producing with Schuler Donner, I believe that's his wife, and Gibson now joining him. Rideback's Jonathan Eyrick and the Donner's company's Derek Hoffman will executive produce. Gibson proclaimed his taking over while speaking at an experience with an event in London on Sunday. According to London's The Sun, which covered the event, Gibson and Donner was developing the screenplay and he got pretty far along with it. And he said to me one day, "Listen, kid, if I kick the bucket, you will do it." And I said, "Shut up." He did indeed pass away, but he did ask me to do it. And at the time, I didn't say anything. He said it to his wife and to the studio and the producers. So I will be directing the fifth one. Lethal Weapon was one of the first studio movies to establish Gibson as a Hollywood star in North America after he had top-lined several crossover hits from Australia, the Mad Max movies, and drama The Year of Living Dangerously among them. Okay. It also launched the career of screenwriter Shane Black. It was Shane Black. He made one of my favorite films of all time, which is that Ryan Gosling and what's his face? It's called The Nice Guys. Oh my God, not Kurt Russell. Oh my God, what is his name? His name's literally on the Russell Crowe. Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. It was called The Nice Guys. I love that movie so much. Again, a buddy cop film that never would have been made without this film. And we had the original screenwriter of that film make The Nice Guys. So I wish Shane Black would come back and do it, but hey, you know what it is. It is what it is. That's what I meant to say. Whose spec script fused dark and comedic elements in a buddy cop format to tell the tale of two detectives, one a by-the-book family man, the other a temperamental former soldier who's become suicidal after losing his wife, who worked to bring down a massive drug trafficking ring in Los Angeles. The movies were 1980s action staples and high watermarks. Many others have tried to reach since in terms of action, chemistry, and repartee. Repertoire, I think that's how you say that. Bougie words. Warner's even tried to mount reboots that starred younger actors, and it was even adapted into a TV series. And closing out here, it says Gibson is rep by APA and Brett Sheen Feldman. I guess that's a union, filmmakers unions, I guess. So yeah, man, regardless of how you feel about Mel Gibson outside of, you know, movies and everything, you know, regardless of how you feel about though, you know, him out, you know, off screen, he's one of the greatest filmmakers of our, you know, generation, man, you know, of our ever, honestly, if you ask me, you know, from films like Apocalypto, even Passion of the Christ, and then, you know, Hacksaw Ridge, man. Hacksaw Ridge was an amazing film. You know, I usually don't go in for war movies, you know, too much anymore, but that, to me, that's one of the most memorable war films I could think of, that along with like a film like Fury. But yeah, the guy's an amazing director. It's going to be dope. He's like a Ben Affleck, man. Like, when I tell my friends who don't follow film like that, like, yo, Ben Affleck is one of the greatest directors out right now, they look at me like I'm crazy, because they think of like Geely Ben Affleck, you know, they think of when Ben Affleck was in all these trash movies as an actor, but as a director, man, even Live by Night, like, people didn't like that film from Ben Affleck, Live by Night, but I loved it, man. I loved it a lot. But back to Mel Gibson. This movie's gonna be amazing. I keep trying to, you know, I think it's gonna be amazing. I think it's gonna be dope. I hope they close it out, you know, after this, leave it alone. I'm excited, obviously, to see Danny Glover. He's really gonna be too over this time. So, hey, man, it is what it is. I'm gonna be there in the theaters to see it, and I think you guys should too. But what matters most is, what do you guys think of this news? Are you excited to see Mel Gibson? You know, are you like, I don't know, it's Mel Gibson? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. As always, like, subscribe, and share. Emphasis on all that. It helps the channel grow. And with that being said, thanks for tuning in, y'all. Peace. Be easy.